As I introduced myself earlier, I'm Rahman Mohammed. I'm an emergency medicine physician and based out of Dallas. I'm co-founder of this healthcare technology company. We call it as a VivoDoc. And it's great to be here. In fact, it's my first time today. And I feel great to be in the company of all these startups and interesting things that I'm learning today. So what VivoDoc is. VivoDoc is a healthcare technology company where we equip our providers and patients with tools we have created using AI and ML, artificial intelligence and machine learning, to provide one single platform with all advanced technology to run a successful medical practice. Our mission statement here is we want healthcare to be made easy, affordable, and accessible at the fingertips. Along with me was my co-founder. He is from technology background. He has extensive experience in IT, working on Google Cloud and machine learning. And with his help, me bringing in the medical aspect of it and he bringing in the technology aspect of it, we were able to start VivoDoc. And the problem we are trying to address here is there is no easy way that exists to book a direct physician appointments with transparent pricing for patients and for providers to increase their productivity and utilize again one single platform for all their practice needs. So what we are bringing is a one-stop shop. Uh, we did some research and the market problems. We found that more than half of the patients they feel is still time consuming. There is not enough information and they are not sure whether their insurance is accepted. And if it is, what's the copay is going to be and so on and so forth. There is still an ongoing issue with the appointment availability of the physician, and more number of people are looking at the physician rating. And from the provider aspect, managing a practice, running a practice has become a challenge, especially for a solo practice and a small group of practices. It has become a challenge in the midst of these bigger healthcare systems to survive to start with. Uh, and for them, they need to increase their practice profitability to sustain in the market. And the way to do it is by maximizing the appointments and utilizing the underutilized time slots. Marketing has become a key in the digital world, so we are very focused on marketing too. And complexity of managing multiple vendors for all these tools has been playing and is playing a role in physician burnout. So the solution, what we provide here is a simple web and mobile marketplace where patient can search and book appointments and providers can leverage a single platform for all their practice management. So it's going to be as easy as search, compare, and book. So some of the advantages on both sides for the patients as well as providers. I'm going to start with patients. The patient journey starts with AI-enabled search. They can search providers using multiple criteria like location, ratings, specialty, type of insurance accepted, languages spoken, so on and so forth. This is AI enabled, and we give them the list of not only physicians and medical specialists, but also dentists, chiropractors, podiatrists, nurse practitioners, PAs. We have included all spectrum. Uh, the next step for them would be direct insurance verification. So instead of calling a physician office or calling their insurance, they can directly verify their eligibility directly from the app itself by entering their insurance number and other information. It will give them the exact copay and who is accepting their insurance. They can definitely utilize both in-person as well as telemedicine. If they don't have insurance or if their insurance is not valid or active, they can also use a direct pay or a cash pay option. And that direct pay amount is directly set by the physician himself or herself. The other distinguishing feature, what we brought is a AI-based symptom check and triage. We, instead of Google Googling their symptoms or asking the neighbor, they can use this medical grade information, and we walk them through and give them an outcome. If it is something an emergency, we enable them to call 911. But if it's something that can be dealt on a convenient basis, we give them recommendations of the physicians, whether it's specialist or a primary care, and give them the live availability or a real-time availability so they can book an appointment. And the last feature for the patient is a mobile intake management. So instead of, again, signing those tons of paperwork, sitting in the waiting room for uh, minutes and minutes, filling out the forms, they can do it from the app itself. And it's not only those paperwork, it's also they can enter their medications, their past medical surgical history and allergies, everything. And once they are done, that will be directly transmitted to the physician's electronic medical record. From the provider side, we are giving them real-time appointments. What I mean by that is we are integrating with the most common EMRs in the market, and we enable patients to book a real-time appointment. So once those real-time availabilities are shown to the patients and they make an appointment, it's created directly into the EMR calendar. Again, for the providers also is both insurance and direct pay, and each provider will have a dedicated telemedicine platform. And the distinguishing feature for our platform is we have designed a new generation or a next generation EMR. For physicians, they can understand that the existing EMRs in the market, most of them are not designed by physicians. So it's not user-friendly, not convenient, and time-consuming and expensive. So our EMR is solely designed by physician input, keeping in mind the pain points and how to make life easier. The other feature we have is integrated RCM, which is revenue cycle management. So once a physician is on board and if they want to utilize our revenue cycle management, we provide a very cheaper and competitive rate as we have our in-house billing company. And the last but not the least is SEO and marketing for the provider on our platform. This is just a snapshot of our technical landscape, what we are doing. So we are a digital native technology company leveraging Google Cloud Platform for reliability, HIPAA compliance, security, AI, and ML. Market size. So instead of naming the numbers, I would like to say the US healthcare market is an ocean. And what we are projecting for ourselves is a modest $190 million, which is our serviceable obtainable market. And as we have seen, the COVID-19 has acted as a catalyst in promoting telemedicine or help the telemedicine grow. So a lot of patients, more than 72%, they begin their search for providers online. 88% would like to read the reviews, and use of mobile device to do what we call as a health shopping has increased 50% by this year, and 60% they prefer digital scheduling. This is our business model. So our MVP, minimum viable product, would be our silver subscription. That's going to be $199 per month for the provider. It's free for the patients and will be free for the patients. Our marketplace includes everything what I have mentioned so far, except the EMR and billing. And we are launching our product in phases. Our first phase is the marketplace, and our second milestone would be our electronic medical record, which we are planning to launch in the last quarter of this year. And lastly, the platinum, it could be separate from silver and gold. Physicians can utilize our revenue cycle management, for which we have fixed as 3.9% at this time.
Check.
Our go-to-market strategy is as we are based out of Texas, so we want to start off with Texas geographical location. Our target customers or target market would be independent healthcare providers, solo or group practices. which includes all healthcare professionals, the dentist, chiropractors, podiatrists, primary care, NPs, PAs. And once we start from local geographic location, our plan is to eventually spread national. And we are partnering with some of the reputable organizations in the country so far. And this is our competition landscape. So the three major names what we have is ZocDoc, Patient Pop, and Sesame Care. The advantage we got over them is we have our integrated electronic medical record, integrated revenue cycle management, and we are enabling both insurance as well as direct pay, and also the AI-based patient triage. Uh, so the other competitors, they are doing telemedicine, SEO, and marketing also.
1 minute
This is
left.
snapshot of our financial model. So at the end of the first year, we are projecting our gross revenue to be 8.9 million. And subsequently, at the end of 3 years, we are looking at $117 million. This is the financial model and projection and some of the exit opportunities, but our ideal and the preferred outcome is we want to be the leader of the healthcare and marketplace category for both direct pay and insurance pay models. So we are in process of seed round. So far we have 800K. In fact, till date, it's not doing a general solicitation, but only from the colleagues and physicians I work with and some of the networks. So we are doing 2 million equity round at 10 million post money evaluation.